Now that you've got all of these tasks and projects in one place, you need to figure out what the next action is for every task or project, if you haven't done so already. So make sure to set the next action dates and their due dates, where it will go. Just do the best you can. If you have a really trivial, non-urgent item, you can set that data for a month or two and make the next action be, figure out what I need to do. Then you set a status for each task or project. And now, here comes the fun part, for me anyway. And sort by next action date, whatever system you're using, you want to be looking at a list of what you have to do today. That's why next action dates are key. Now, you've sorted by next action date. You have a list of what you have to do by next action in date order. Look at what you have to do today and work from that list. Once you perform the next action, then you update the next action field as necessary and change the next action date or close out the task editor. So maybe you send out a proposal and then you change the next action, then follow up on proposal and change the next action date to 3 days from now. Now, you don't need to use your brain to remember when to follow up. I know I'm making it sound easy and it is simple, but like anything worth doing, it takes discipline, and something that I really want you to remember is this: update your system as you perform the tasks, as you do the work. One huge roadblock that a lot of people experience when they first implement a comprehensive task system is that they don't update it as they go. This is problematic for a couple of reasons. It allows faster to document what you're doing when you're doing it, because you're thinking about it and you've just done it, versus waiting until later and then you'll be thinking about it again. And also, if you waited till the end of the day, updating your system becomes yet another thing on your to-do list. The goal is that by the end of the day, the only things left on your to-do list for the day should be the things you didn't get to, if any. Sometimes people say, this system is great, but then I get too busy. Then I stop using it. When you're busy, that's actually when you need your system the most, so you can stay on top of everything and make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. So remember, these are the steps you'll take to maintain your system, so that your system is doing the work of remembering and you're doing the work of doing the work. 1. Keep a physical or electronic note system where you can immediately write down any thought or task that you need to do at a later date. As soon as something pops into your head that you need to do, write it down or put it directly into your system. 2. Do a brain note into your note-taking system at the end of the day or several times during the day. 3. At the end of the day, transfer your brain note to actionable tasks in your system. 4. As emails or messages come in that have associated tasks, add those tasks to your system. Do not use email as a separate task list. Resist this. 5. Work directly from your task list during the day so that you can make sure that you're working on what you prioritize and documenting what actions you're taking. Update your tasks as you go, so you don't have to hold that information in your mind. And 6. At the end of every day, update your task lists to reprioritize and reschedule anything you didn't end up getting to today. 7. You'll be able to start fresh the next day with a pre-prioritized task list. This stuff isn't rocket science, but again, as said, it takes discipline and practice. Think of a system as an external brain or a hard drive where you can store stuff and access it when you need it, instead of trying to keep everything in your head. Now that you've learned the basics of creating and maintaining a task system, we're going to talk about prioritization. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you found these tips helpful in boosting your efficiency, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. For those of you looking to take your game to the next level, consider checking out the resources in the description to unlock exclusive strategies tailored just for you. And before you go, make sure to check out the next video on our channel for even more insights and techniques to supercharge your efficiency. Remember, with the right tools and mindset, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Until next time, stay focused and stay productive.